News 2 is your local election headquarters, and since no candidate received 50% of the votes, there will be a runoff in the Charleston mayoral race. Two candidates, incumbent John Tecklenburg and current City Councilman Mike Seekings, who joins us live, will square off in the next 2 weeks. Well, Councilman Seekings, a big night last night. How are you feeling?
Feel great. Thank you so much for having me today. It was an energizing night, and it was really humbling to see people get out there and vote. This has been a campaign that's been about people encouraging me to be part of this, and they've been there the whole way. So really good night. Ready for the next 2 weeks to talk about the issues. And
we spoke with you last night, and you said, you know, the results just show that maybe Charleston's ready to go in a new direction. What do you mean by that?
I think if you look at the numbers, I mean, over 50%, well over 50% of the people who voted want to take Charleston in a new direction. So, I mean, that is the message that we have heard from them, and now we'll spend the next 2 weeks talking about the direction we need to go when it comes to things like transportation and infrastructure and flooding. Those are things that are on people's minds, development. So those are conversations we need to have, look around. Have we made progress in the last 4 years? If not, probably time for a new direction, and I think that's what this election is all about.
And do you have any specific ideas you would like to share about those hot button topics?
Well, we've talked about that a lot. I mean, especially when it comes to flooding, we've got to address the things that we know to be fixable today. I mean, the Calhoun West Drainage Project, which is where the hospital district is, out to Church Creek. We need to go and tackle those projects now. One thing we learned from the Dutch when they came here, and we spent a lot of time with them, is get a plan. And we've got a plan in place. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and go to work. People want us to do that, and that's what we're going to do.
So tell me about what the next 2 weeks looks like for you specifically.
The next 2 weeks is having a conversation about those issues that we just talked about leadership, about what the future looks like, about what's happened in the last 4 years. And if you like what's happened in the last 4 years, that's one thing. But if you don't, if you think there's time for change and for some action, that's what our campaign is going to be all about. And we look forward to having a conversation with the mayor and with the people who came out to vote.
And when you came into the studio today, you said you were feeling energized. You're ready to go.
Absolutely. It's energizing. I mean, it's humbling to be a part of the process. It's certainly humbling to be a representative of Charleston, and for the people to come out and support you in large numbers, which they did yesterday. We made history. We are the first candidate to run against an incumbent and even get to this far. So that tells you something, that people are paying attention to what's going on, and we're going to continue on for the next 2 weeks and look forward to a victory on November 19th.
And the voter turnout yesterday was just shy of 21%. What are you hoping for the runoff election?
We haven't looked at the final numbers, but that sounds about right. I think that those numbers are a little bit more. People now will be focused for the next 2 weeks on those issues and two people talking about them. So I think we'll probably see a turnout in the voter turnout.
All right. Well, we have that election coming up in 2 weeks. Anything else you'd like to add?
Just want to say thank you, and thank you to all the people who came out. Don't forget, on the 19th of November, come back. You can vote again. If you didn't vote the first time, you can still vote in this election, and listen closely on the issues. There's a clear distinction between me and the mayor, leadership, and getting out there and having a plan for the future of Charleston. We've got that plan. Come out and listen to us, and I will look forward to seeing you on November 19th.
All right. Well, thank you for being with us, Councilman Seekings.
Thank you very much.